what I can talk about the finals is, first of all, it was unbelievable because I mean, coming from Div 1, my first season playing finals, it's really unbelievable, I guess, right? Even you know it.
How does it feel?
I guess you can justify
capacity, a crowd that is filled capacity the way it was, especially in Game 7 at Lugogo.
Yeah.
Like being part of that moment, how did it feel?
It really feels great. It gives you the composure to really play.
How much of a distraction is it anyways, the crowd?
Of course, yeah, it's really a distraction because
especially you had more than half the stadium was for the Canons.
And at times, let me say I'll talk about my number about the crowd. I'm a point guard. At times, in most cases, I'm always the board. So at times, the crowd can distract you. You be of a show, something like that. But you just need to control it. I think it also comes with experience. You build it with experience. Because at times you can't control it.
Do you have those moments where you feel like I need to give the fans something?
Yeah, I do, but then I need to control myself and keep on the business.
What does Coach Nick always say about a little bit of fanciness?
He doesn't like it. He will tell me basics first. No fanciness. Yeah, at times you see when I start playing fanciness or being fancy, he will still bench me. And when I come on bench, he will tell me I don't like that kind of play. And I'll have to change it.
It is maybe more like Tracy McGrady. How do you build that in let's talk about how you carry yourself on court.
Okay, I think I'll say that starts from training, because what I do in training is what I do in the game. There's nothing different. The way I train as if I'm playing the real game, so that really helps me to adjust when I reach in the game. So makes things easy for me.
You seem to be for a young player who's just come in the NBL. Like how you carry yourself, the excitement. What helps you to stay grounded?
Okay, what helps me is the positivity. I don't go with the negativity. So if someone comes and tell me you're small, I won't care about that. I'll be like, we're all people, we're equal. So there's nothing different. I'll keep on that and I'll work more harder. Because yeah, at times like height is needed in the game, which at times I don't have. Which I don't have. But then I can work hard because I've seen the likes of Crispo, Isaiah Thomas. They really work hard and they inspire me because those are the guys I watch, how they play, how they work out. Yeah, I think I need to work more harder than anyone in the league to be better and to outcompete them.
It's tough for players to cross over, from Division 1 and be proficient and effective in the NBL.
Okay. First of all, I'll talk about the fear. Coming from Div 1 going to NBL, you're going to find experienced and better players. So at times you get that fear, you're scared. Then another thing I'll talk about the plays. In Div 1, there are few plays. When you come to the NBL, the plays are many, which you have to cope up with. If you don't, it will be hard for you to play in the league. And I've seen guys who are hardworking in Div 1, guys who can really ball. I think it's all about the process and time when you get there.
Yeah. Some of these guys were seasoned players. Isaac Afidra, former MVPs, Phil Pameni, you had Joseph Aiko, like very notable. How did you overcome as a team and you personally?
Okay, first of all, yeah, what you said, I also heard of it. We came as underdogs. People are saying we're young, but that's the same thing that inspired us to come when we are hungry. Because even though we are young, basketball still remains the same. The basics are always the same. They won't change. So that's what we used, and we kept on encouraging each other to make it. So I think by teamwork, I think we won by teamwork. Yeah, we really cooperated, like everyone.
What's your fondest moment and memory from that series against Power?
I took on Cyrus TV.
What happened with Cyrus TV?
Okay, he's a good player. He plays really good defense, but then that rough part of him.
I remember during that series, they kept on sending people to you, Cyrus Chiviri, even Opolot, OP. It was a physical contest. How did you handle and try to contain yourself and, you know, keep delivering and doing what you're supposed to do on the floor?
Yeah, okay. First of all, yeah, you can see that at times they really squeezed me, but then on each time out I had to meditate and relax. So I kept myself calm. I think that's what helped me beat them.
How much of a beating were you taking?
I wouldn't explain that. It wasn't easy. That's what I can say. That's what I can say. It wasn't easy.
Finals with the Oilers. Mentally, how exhausting was that finals to start with?
I think the finals were more competitive to me because if I'm to say the skill level was a bit better than us. That they looked more better and they really they outplayed us. They were very smart. I think they experienced and yeah.
Indeed, they
only
were
them 6-time champions. By the time we played them, they really had the experience, so it wasn't easy for us to beat them.
What was the hardest part about that series?
I think the hardest part came in Game 7. I think Game 7 wasn't easy because they really came for us and they outplayed us.
And before that, you had your moments, you know, like you wrote your name all over that series. Yeah. How was it playing against these seasoned guys and doing what you did in that series, like, and being called to be a leader, you know, in the finals in your rookie year, you know?
Coming down from 3-1, I think that only inspired me, and it made me work harder. I went back and watched a few videos. I had to correct my mistakes. So I really wanted to come back and improve. So I think each and every game I came with a different improvement, if you to see, because I really wanted to win. So coming down 3-1, it looked to be unbelievable that we wouldn't come back, but then nothing is impossible. Everything is possible.
Let's talk about mental toughness, especially in a series like that one, and then you go down 3-1. How much toll does it take, and how much requirement for you to be mentally tough does it really take on you, or does it take from you?
Okay. First of all, what you need to do is you need to meditate. You need to think of what you're going to do in the next game and the next game. So what I did is I went back, I watched a few videos. For example, the video where Cleveland came from down 3-1, what they did, the inner strength they had. So I needed to adjust on my inability, and as you know, I think like a person as a person is the general is destiny. So I just needed to come back better and hungry.
It was a notable achievement. Yeah, you were outstanding achievement of the year 2019, and you were nominated alongside City Oil as a team, and then Bale Fayed as a player from the UCU Canons. You know, what kind of emotion does it draw in you, like in your first season, in being recognized, and how much of it does it have to tell you about how much work you've put in and how much work you still have to put in to be a great player?
Being nominated like that, I'd say I didn't expect it. And when I was nominated, it really showed me that at least I added on something. At least I worked on something, right? Yeah, the season has not been easy. You know, you have to keep social distancing and follow the guidelines. So it doesn't stop you from working. Yeah, so at least you can do home workouts. Yeah, so I got a chance. As lucky, I got where to train from. So I've not stopped working. Yeah, I'm keeping it up, and I want to improve. As you know, learning doesn't end; it continues. So, yeah, that's what I said. First of all, I was a bit nervous. To tell you the truth, I was scared because I was really scared to compete with the big guns. I'll talk a little bit about what one of my captains told me when I joined, by names of Joas. When I just reached, he told me, I know you're a good player, you're young, and it's not going to be easy for you. Like, nothing comes easy or nothing comes from a silver plate. Yes, you played Div 1, you've been good, but then you need to adjust, because here we play with a lot of plays. So if you want to play with Coach Nick, you need to cope up with the plays, you know. So when I got to understand that, I really worked on it. This is why he told me a bit of playing time. So when he told me about playing time, he told me it won't be easy because we are many and the competition is there. But he told me, but man, even though you get 5 minutes, just use them wisely. So I took his word. I went and worked hard. He helped me also adjust my game. He always used to teach me the plays. So that's how I mastered them. And I think, yeah, like it made my work easy. Like coping up, because he plays the same number as me. Okay, he's a shooting guard, but by the time I found him, he was playing the same number as me. Yeah, so that's what he told me. I used that. So when you're to see in the league, the first round, I didn't play that well because I was a bit nervous. The big guys, all that physicality, knocking, I'm scared of everything.
Who had the opportunity to play, to represent Uganda in the basketball without borders. How was that the specific experience,
First of all, it was like I'm living in a dream because I didn't expect it. And then I got a chance to find many NBL coaches, many NBL players, which was really great to me, and it has really made an impact in my basketball career. They taught me many things, and I've been working with them. I think those are the things that have helped me improve more and more. My first under-18 games, they were 3-on-3 that were played in Kenya. That was, I think, Zone 5. Which we won that. So we had to play them so that we qualify for the World Cup. 3-on-3. I think I was the youngest in the team. Yes, I got to play with the likes of Elvis, Henry, and Ramaza, who were a bit older than me. Yeah. So I also didn't believe it. I didn't expect it. There are many people who played under 18 by that time. So when I played 3x3 World Cup, that's when I think that helped me and much more, because I found a bit bigger guys who were experienced. So it was really tough. So I came back and worked. And I worked when I got a chance to also represent the national team under 18 in Mali, which I'd already realized that they're bigger players, they're really good. So I kept on working. So I think that 3-on-3 experience gave me an advantage to play better in Mali.
How is the 3-on-3 different from the normal 5-a-side basketball that we really play?
What I can say, 3-on-3 you need speed. You need to be a quick thinker. So you won't relax. It's always a speed game. You get while the normal basketball, at least you get a chance to relax, you get a chance to think. I think that's the major difference. The difference comes with, I think, it's speed.
I'm talking about Coach Nick. How much of an impact does the kind of coach that Coach Nick have on a player like you?
Coach Nick is a great coach because he's that kind of person who tell me, when you say if I've done a mistake, he will tell me you need to work on this, you need to improve on it. And of course he will come very early in the morning, he will find me on court and he will correct me and he will show me what to do. So yeah, so to me he has been a great coach to me. He has helped me improve.
How much of work do you put in to be
okay?
And this can just be in just like giving moral advice to people who aspire? You have quite a number of people like, oh, Fayed is a baller, Fayed as well. How much work do you put in for guys to totally understand, the amount of time and effort you put in your craft?
Yeah, okay. I'll talk about this. Before I started school, I started a bit late. I started in September, so before the season started, I think I really used to work from 6 to around 11. So Coach Nick really wanted me to push more, then I couldn't because I had to rest and eat all those things. Then I will be back on court at 4 to 9. I'll come at 4, make my shots, improve on what I do wrong, work on my handles up to 7. Team practice starts at 7. I'll start working from 7 to 9. Training ends at 9. I'll go and eat. I'll go and rest. So here comes this bit when I started school. So when I started school, I had to reduce a bit because I was a bit busy. So I couldn't do a whole bunch of work. So what I did is, there are times when I'm free in the morning, I'll keep on with my morning workout. If I have class, I won't train, and in the evening, always classes stop at 4. So by 4, I'll slope down to the hostels, change. By 5, I'll be on court. I'll still work on my things up to 7. 7 training starts up to 9.
But I think really, you should just look in the camera right over here and tell people what it takes, to become proficient and to build your confidence. People just need to hear. Just looking in the camera, tell them.
What I can tell you, nothing comes easy. You need to work for everything. Of course, confidence comes with hard work. If you don't work on something, you won't be confident of it. So you need to put in that work. That's what I can say.